Vibes here, and today we're here to talk about the TLG Youngins, and that's 10 Letter Gang, Metaview, and how they started, and their main characters, and who the top coons are. Let's get it.
Yeah, why watch your bitch, man? We've been cooking bacon. I've been telling niggas we've been cooking. We cooking. We've been cooking. The bitch know what that cookie like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, let me see that weed, though. Like, yeah. No, you know he's supposed to be having the weed. He was supposed to give it to me. With that pimp sweater he got on. That nigga a pimp.
So, Metaview consists of two separate sides. 665 side and the 6900 side. And it seems like the majority of the TLG Youngins are from the 665 side. And that's where the SIBO and Lavish D Park got shot up. And the 6900 side is where Nook got killed at. And in a video that I said when I first made my channel almost a year ago, it was a gentleman that tried to correct me when I said that Richfield Park was the area where the original Gutter Boys had started. But in a sense, what I meant was that it was a house that I guess Stink had lived in. And all the originals went to that house. That is what I really meant. But yeah, I guess that is the house where it all started.
Go, nigga. Bang, bang, nigga.
My name Crime, homie. They call me Crime, Mr. Crime.
Quan 69, feel me, Metaview Blood Gang.
You know what it is.
665.
Now, the original Metaview members are all Bloods, and they like to live and die by the saying, no cut. And, of course, they had little streets called CK Ave, and, you know, little streets that basically put emphasis on them being Bloods, and it was no stars or gutter or none of that.
Know what it is.
I'm A-Dog out here, man. 665, CKAVE.
It wasn't until around 2000 and, I want to say, 11 maybe, or 12, maybe even 13, that it was two members from Metaview that were young, and they were named Trap and KB, and they popularized Metaview 10 Letter Gang. And for some reason, they were just ahead of their time. They were rocking all the Gucci and everything that people are rocking now, way back then. And it was questions on how they were getting their hands on that stuff, but they were hitting a lot of weed licks, and that is what sent them to prison. And if I remember correctly, I want to say on the left, KB, he had a scholarship to some college, and when they went to Stockton, they did some kind of hot-ass bullshit, and he ruined his scholarship when they got arrested. And I don't know specifically what they did, but he blew his fucking scholarship over that bullshit, and it landed their black asses in prison for however long eating that goulash. But they are pretty much the big homies of all the TLG Youngins that
nigga say eat that goulash. That shit nasty as fuck, bro. Ugh.
you see and hear about. Now let's get it.
Some other gang, nigga. Gotta keep this fire on me. Niggas talking about they tryna slide on me. Wiggle to they section with this iron on me. Twin doing time on me. Niggas got to photo, put a crime on me. Kill me pussy nigga if I'm lying.
You know I gotta keep this fire on me. You know I'm riding with the nine on me. I'm begging forth on my grind on me. Hating on my shine on me. But in the end I still shine on me. Do this for my niggas missing on me.
You don't really slide on me. Pass the poke cause niggas can't rely on you. Knowing that the sucker tryna slide on you. Break the bitch for all the choke. Nigga through the crime on me. Run these bands up and fuck these suckers with my...
Now, Dice is a fucking coon, and he, out of all the young TLG members, is the most active. And he used to go by Paradise or Dijon or some shit, but then he switched it to Dice. He shortened the Paradise to Dice. And honestly, he was a young badass coon, and he grew up with the young TLG members, and they took over 2015 and 2016. That was their years. Early on, Dice was getting active with the pistol. A lot of the young members that he was around, they had guns all the time because they hit a lot of weed licks and they was able to afford those guns. But Dice was actually putting the pistol to work. Well, out of that little era that they all made names for themselves, he honestly lost his fucking mind. And he was riding around trying to turn the ops into packs. And he could not fucking control himself. And I forgot what he did, but it landed his black ass in YA for about 3 years. And when he got out, he was a whole different Dice. He was a fucking coon. And I don't know what the fuck he was into, but him and Poop G, they were on some crazy ass rampage, and we all know about Poop G, and I'll get to him later on. But right now, from that fucking rampage, both of them are locked up, and Dice, he is currently sitting in, I want to say, 8 East, and they got all kinds of crazy hot ass charges, like attempted murder on 4 different occupants on a car, and all kinds of shit. And before he went to jail, honestly, he was strictly TLG Bloods, but when he went in there, I heard that he got put on gas, but that's just a rumor, but I'm pretty sure that he's banging gas now, cause look.
First off, free little guy for this nail shit. My brother. Fuck the judge and the DA.
Now, honestly, I don't know too much about their case, but it doesn't look too good from the looks of it because he is still in there. But yeah, that's the situation with Dice.
Dude right there, he be going crazy. That's my brother
Duda,
right there.
I'm fucking Duda. Duda be pissed.
We really, you feel me though? You feel me? We got them years.
Yes.
And we, you
And
feel me? We
I
really
with the
them.
shh, you feel
All
me?
that rapping, we really not capping.
All right, look, we not doing all look. We don't do
not
that.
capping.
We not doing no rap dissing, none of that shit.
No, we
bro.
not dissing.
We just-
and we not sneak dissing either.
We not doing
ain't,
none of that, bro.
We ain't
Oh,
homie
God.
sneak dissing and none of that.
This shit just, we just
me?
entertainment. That's entertainment, bro. You feel me?
Oh God.
Now, look,
Shout out to that boy Duda, man.
I'm going to get straight to the point. 10 Letter Gang Duda is not out here turning the ops into packs. Now, this segment, is not meant to expose or nothing. I'm just keeping it real, just like I did with G-Man. So, yeah, some, or fuck that, all of the Meta members grew up bad as hell. And they all get caught hitting house flicks and getting caught with guns and all kinds of badass shit. So, when you see Duda and what he talks about, and he pretty much speaks of his environment and where he comes from. But don't get me wrong, he probably went on some kind of drills and fucking around with Lil CJ. I wouldn't doubt it, but, you know, that's not what his focus is. He's fucking smart, and what you might not know is he's younger than what you may think, but fuck all that. Duda is a smart individual, and he knows exactly what he's doing out here in these streets. He won't get caught with no murders or none of that shit. Guaranteed. It's gonna be guns, guns, guns. That's it.
Hey, nigga, that man from the baby now. You feel me on that shit?
Niggas try to, nigga. So I gotta keep that rocket aim. I'm a tall.
That man's dick,
Lula was a free spirit, and she was a dyke, and she was going around having sex with all the goddamn girls from the South, and basically Sacramento, period. And she wasn't a coon, but she hung with nothing but coons, and it wasn't until she had went to jail, and I guess they wasn't taking care of her. I guess when she got out, her health problems hit the fan, and she passed away in her sleep. But guarantee all the rap videos that you see from the 10 Letter Gang members, if she hadn't have passed away, she would be in those videos.
Damn. Rest in peace.
Now, consider the 10 Letter Gang members like the Brady Bunch, and 10 Letter Gang Trap, and KB is they daddies. Ten Letter Gang Trap disappeared due to all kinds of fucking allegations that I'm not even going to get to on my channel. But if you know, you know. Just type up TLG Trap and you'll see what the fuck I refuse to, you know, talk about on my channel. And KB, he just doesn't give a fuck about the camera. And
Look at the little kid behind the damn car peeping.
and he just disappeared him damn self. But he's all good in the hood. I hope you guys don't get mad at me, but I want to save Raider and all the juicy shit for part 2. This was just an introduction to the TLG members, and it's a few that
We
are
all
missing,
knew
but
this shit
trust
was
me,
gonna take
it's the reason
long.
why I'm cutting off right here. So, SGA, tune in for part 2, and leave some comments, and let me know what you guys think of part 1. Also, if you guys give a fuck, drop a fuck in the comment section. SGA, I'm out.
Fuck.